Hello everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. We have, as you can see, a truck craft today. We're going to make it into a Valentine's Day type craft, obviously, with the hearts and the love and all that good stuff. So this is a round, it's a wood round from Dollar Tree. And this is probably from there too. I don't 100% remember, but probably. So I am going to go ahead and just stain this, and then I'm going to paint the truck. I'm going to use a chalk paint. Probably going to go with crimson this time. It won't be so bright because I am going to go ahead and distress. I don't even have to say that. I feel like you guys just know that now. So let's go in. This is a baby wipe. I love what a nice job this Waverly Antique Wax does for this stuff. I just think it looks really, really good. So I'm going to give this a couple of coats, and I don't know, I might go in with these tires and make them black just for some definition. You know? Alright, so I'm trying to get a little paintbrush here. The truck is red. I put 3 coats of Waverly Crimson, the crimson color chalk paint. You can get that at Walmart. I am going to go in with a little bit of black. As I was drawing this, I was thinking to myself what I wanted to do with the overall project and how I wanted it to look. And I'm thinking I want to keep in with just the reds and the stain look, and like ivory, some ivory in there. I think I'm gonna sort of stick with those particular colors. I don't even know how this goes. It's a weird shape. It's not a tire shape. So I'm just gonna go with it and follow the shape. And again, I don't think I'm too concerned with, you know, staying, like making these lines too perfect, because this is going to get distressed. I'll tell you what, that's one really good thing about distressing stuff is you don't have to be so picky, which can be frustrating, and then it ruins something that you normally love to do. You know? I love to craft. I always have. But if I were to be like too perfect and nitpicky about everything, I would not be happy about it at all, and I wouldn't care to keep doing it. So I feel like that looks weird. So I am just gonna follow through and kind of connect these and see if I can just make a tire shape out of this. Alrighty. So I'm going to use these 3 size hearts. Now I'm thinking, because the board is stained, the first heart that's going to touch that board is going to be this big heart. So I think I'm going to go in and make this one red. Again, keeping with these 3 main colors. And then, because, well, I'll explain it in a second. It's kind of a little difficult to explain what I'm going to do here. Alright, so that's red. We'll let that one dry. Alright. So what I'm going to do is this heart, so that one's red. This one is going to be, I think, the Waverly Antique. So I'm going to stain this one, and then this one I'm going to make the ivory. And there is a method to my madness, I promise. So let me go ahead and do this one real quick. Alright, and then this little one is going to be the ivory, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Gotta be careful, I'm getting it on here. It's like splattering. So now I have these. And what I'm doing with this, I bet you can guess. Maybe, maybe not. I am making that little wooden rack that is on the sides of these types of trucks. So I'm making that, and these are gonna get glued to it to hold it together. And then I will attach it to the inside of this truck. Alright, so I went ahead and stained these now because it would be easier. It would just be easier to do it now than if I waited. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on each of these and put this on. Alright, and we'll do this side. Okay, so look, isn't that cute? I can use my weeding tool to get out this glue that squished out. So this is gonna go on here. Isn't that cute? Look how cute that is. Alright, so I changed it up a little bit. I went ahead and I cut off the little tails. I actually need this to be up like this on top of this truck so that I can fit stuff behind it. So that's how we're gonna go with it. Alright, so first things first, we are going to go ahead and distress all of this. And I am going in with my ink pad. Just going around, getting all the raised edges. And I'm going to use brown as well, but this is what I'm doing first. So you can see all these raised edges. Kind of defines it more, right? Alright, so this one I had some stuff already on. But is that gonna work? I want to get into like these corners, see, like that. This is my favorite truck, by the way. Always has been, even before the whole truck with the Christmas tree in it trend. Alright, so I'm going to go in here, and actually this is the same color red, but you can see before I even distress it, it's darker on here, so I'm going to go in with this, and I actually could just use the stain just to see, it brings it closer to that color. I don't mind having, you know, variations in the same color. That's not a problem. The issue comes when like that's all distressed and this isn't. That's where my problem is. If it's gonna get distressed, it needs to be pretty much full on distressed. That's much better. Alright, and we're going to go in with this one. The ivory is so light, it almost looks white. I am going to tone that down a little with the brown. See, that's much better. Anybody else use their ink pads this way and this much? I love these things. They're so convenient. Actually, the last thing I will do is distress this. Alright, so here's what we're doing. We can assemble this right here. So this will be like a door hanger, wreath hanger, whatever you want to call it. This is going to come out like here, and I want it to kind of come down as far as I can. I'm going to place this stuff where I want it. And actually I think I'm going to go this way. And you'll see why. This is going to get lifted right off of this. So I have these blocks. What I'm going to do now actually is I'm going to do all of the assembling with the E6000. I got to get some wood glue because the stuff works great, but it smells really bad and it's like makes me sick. May as well use stain if I'm going to use that. But I do have a mask, so let's see what we can do here. So this is going to get attached to here, and I think I'll do that first because I'm going to have to push down on it. So it's going to be E6000 and hot glue. Let's just position it where I want it. I think that's so cute, you guys. It's adorable. Layers. I had to say it. I had to say it. Alright, we're going to go in here like this and like this. I think I lined that up properly. I hope. And then the hot glue. So, yep, hot glue is, again, the quick hold, instant hold. The E6000 is the permanent hold. Come on, work with me here. There we go. What do we think, guys? Isn't that adorable? I think that is so cute. This is just popsicle sticks, by the way. I ended up cutting them ahead of time just because of time, because I knew this was going to be long, but they're just regular popsicle sticks that I cut to size. Okay, so now this can get mounted on here. And I have 3 of these. We're going to go under tires, this tire, the window, and then the bed of the truck. It's going to go like that. I got to just make sure I got to keep room in here. That way all of the areas are secure. Alright, so I didn't know I might do this. Probably do it. If I do it, it's going to be in the red maybe. I don't know. And then these. So what I'm doing with these is, again, I got the bigger popsicle sticks. And I'm going to glue these together. So I could use these, but they're way too tall. And in order to do this the way I want to do it, I need them shorter. So I did measure these out. And there's 4 for this particular height. And that what I'm doing is, well, let me glue these together real quick. I'm just gluing these because they're not, there's nothing on them, and they're just wood on wood. It's supposed to have a snowstorm tomorrow again, so maybe the next day I can, after I'm done baking, run to the store and get some wood glue. My goodness. Alright, so this one is going to be attached right to the board. I'm going to put this one here so it gets some dimension. You see how it's up off the board now? And then I can use this on here to do this top one. See? You see what I'm... Told you there was a method to my madness. So now I can kind of position this where I need it. Alright, so first thing first, I am going to go ahead and attach this truck. I think that's probably a good spot for it. Leaves room up here for this, or if I wanted to do like a big bow, whatever, we'll see when we get there. So, we're doing it again, E6000 and hot glue to secure these down. Alright, so let's see. Oh yeah. Lovely, you guys. That is lovely. I like it. Try to line it up with these holes up here to rehang it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is actually E6000 the tops of these, and then hot glue, and then I'll put the truck on top of it. A lot of this stuff in this project. Alrighty. Let's try to position this right where I want it. That's awesome. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go in with these hearts. And now that this is in place, I don't have to worry about it moving. So that. And this is why I did the colors the way I did. The red is, this truck is red. I don't want red on red. So the red heart is on the board. Then I don't want the stain on stain. So the stain's in the middle, and then the ivory is up on the top. Alright, so this might even be a little too big even for this one. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut more of these, and I'm going to do like 5 or 6 of them this time, because it has to be higher. So this stuff cuts really easy, and it pops all over the place. These are just popsicle sticks again. So let's see where we're at here. Who knows, I might even need more. Yeah, because this is, it's only half of this, so that's not going to be enough. I think that's about equal with that. Yeah, we need more popsicle sticks. So I do have another one. I'm going to go ahead and cut more pieces. I got one more piece right here. So I know this is like a lot of work because I'm going to have to glue all these together, but it's fine. It's worth it to get the right height. Yeah, that's better right there. So what I'm doing, as you can see, guys, is I'm layering these so that they're coming up off of the board. Okay, guys, let's assemble these hearts. Because I don't have any wood glue, and again, I sell my stuff, so I want to make sure that this is not going to fall apart. I am going to go back in with E6000 and hot glue. And don't worry, guys, this stuff works really good. That's why it smells so bad. Oh, there's a mosquito in here. How is there a mosquito in here? Really? Oh, I hate mosquitoes. Alright, going in with hot glue. And let's just kind of place it. I kind of place it and then I don't push on it yet, because I like to make sure I got everything lined up properly. I think that's pretty good, right? What do you think? There we go. Okay, so now we have this guy, which has to go on here. Now I gotta make sure I've got this positioned properly. I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? Oh, need some glue. This on here. Make sure again we have it good. Yep, I think that's good. Okay, so then we're gonna go, I'm gonna double check and make sure these are all good. Yep, that's like perfect right there. Okay, in we go. Glue. Push down. Let me double check here. Yeah, that is good, you guys. That is good. I like that it's overlapping the truck right here. I know that's a little detail, but I like it. Alright, more of this. I'm glad I'm almost done with that. And in we go. What do we think? I think it's adorable. Come on. You guys like it? That's so cute. So now the question is yes or no on the love. I feel like it looks good. Oh gosh, why am I having such a hard time with this? So maybe if I put the bow in the middle. Sometimes it's just the rearranging of stuff that throws you off. Let me paint this real quick, because honestly that might be throwing me off as well. I'm just going to paint it real fast and see if that helps. And then I have to distress the hanger itself. It's funny, I went into my stash looking for stuff to make and I found all this stuff, and even found these, and I didn't even know I had them. So I got them last year, I think. No idea I had them. Isn't that how we always do it? We've got so much stuff in our craft stash, and we don't remember what we have, and then we go and buy more. And that's me anyway. But that's why I've been trying to use what I have to make stuff. I've bought a few things here and there, mostly greenery and stuff, but trying to, look at that. Look at how bright that is compared to this. Alright, I'm going to dry it and then distress it. And then we'll see. Alright, so now we can distress it. If I use the same thing here. Yeah, there's not much on this, which is fine because I'm not wanting to completely cover this. But there's some of the brown on here. That's just darkening this up a bit because it is too bright for this project. I'm still using the crimson, if anybody's wondering. This is all the same red, the crimson red. So much better. So much better. Alright, going around the edges. There we go. Yep, that looks better. See, now it's easier. I'm a very, very, very visual person. So, seeing for me is like great. That's why a lot of times when I'm making, you know, these creations, I'll change my mind because I'll see it and I'll be like, maybe that doesn't work after all. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I am. I'm an extremely visual person. I like it in the red. I like it in the distressed red. What are you guys thinking? I'm not wanting to go, you know, crazy with this, but I still want it to look like me. I don't know. I just like this stuff. I'm wondering if I should go with this bow or make a different type of bow. I have this. I could do that one, but then it's going to be like really puffy, but that's not terrible because of this. But then I'm like, is that too much on this side? I feel like it's heavy on this side. So maybe if I put it in the middle and came down with the love. But I don't think that's big enough. And I think we need to do a wider bow. Visually, it's not speaking to me. So I am going to get some, I don't know, should I do some ribbon this time? I don't use ribbon all that much. I have a ton of it, but I don't use it. I'm going to grab some ribbon. So, these are the ones I have. And look, they match. So I'm going to see if I can put something together with this. I'm not going to use the messy bow today. Don't think that it fits with the rest of the design. This is very like put together, you know what I mean? And that's just messy. Okay, real quick though, so don't forget, I do want to come in and distress this. Alright. I like. Okay, so I can put this away for now. I am going to probably come back in and do one more layer. But for now, we can put it away. And I am going to work on the bow a little bit and see what I like. So this is like red. I'm going to attempt to distress this and bring the red brightness down a notch. I don't know if it's going to work on this. I'm going to try. I have my brown. Well, it is. Yeah, it is. So, okay. So maybe this will work. Don't know if this is going to be too wide or not. We're going to find out. I'm trying to think, what kind of bow am I even going to make? Am I going in with just a typical bow with layers? You know what I mean? Kind of do it on the side like that. I mean, you can't even see it, but it's not terrible. We'll just put it that way. But I don't know. It's so much. I just don't want it going like overpowering it. So that's why I'm trying to keep this as simple as I can. I'm not going to do any tails. I'm going to try to keep this bow simple because it is a little bit bigger and I don't want it disproportionate with the rest of it. I have this. This was just a maybe. Again, I would have to distress it. These hearts are very white. This thing is, look at it. Oh, it fell off finally. That means if I hold that, it's going to get everywhere. So let's do this. I'm determined to use every bit out of it. Alright, so that's actually working. It's bringing down those hearts. It's distressing them. Alright, we'll cut this off. And let's see. I'll make this one a little bit smaller so you can see the whole thing. And then I have a brown. Because I have, this is brown, that's brown. I'd like to bring it in. We'll see if it looks right. I don't have to distress the brown, it's already brown, so I'm gonna put that in there. One thing I always do is I lose these every time, because I use these to hold the ribbon together. I always lose them. I put them down and I never, okay, it's right there. I gotta remember where I put them. So let's see, I need, this one's gonna be about right there. Alright, so let's see if we can put this together. I don't know. This bow might be a tad bit big, so let's make it a slightly smaller bow. Like that. Let's see here. Yeah, I feel like that's a little better. Kind of wanting it to be more messy, like not like layered. So let's see what we can do. You know what I do have, guys? I bought, it's like Michael's version of Bodabra. Let me grab that. I haven't used this yet, and that's because I don't make these types of bows a lot. So bear with me here, and you're going to be doing it with me here. Alright, I think this goes like that. Right? Oh, and you can wind it around here so it doesn't fall off. That's interesting. You can tell I've never used these before. Okay, so let's take this, put it through, I'm assuming that's how it's supposed to go, right? Yes? And put it through here. This even has measuring things on it. So you can see how big you're going with this. And then, yeesh, here. And this one's smaller, so I don't know that it's, well, we're gonna find out. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. And then we have the brown. This stuff just wants to slide right back up the thing. Alright, and then back through. I don't know. Alright, well let's try to tie this together and see how we like it. I don't know. I feel like maybe I need more. I didn't want to go crazy overboard with the bow, but now I'm feeling like it does need more pieces to it. Who'd have thought this entire thing would, the longest part of this would be a bow. I feel like that's what's taking the longest here. Alright, let's just start adding. Let's see what it does. I know this isn't distressed yet because I'm not sure I'm going to use it. We're going to come at like 3 inches. Okay, what do we think? It might be nice, like distressed, Right now it's just way too bright, but it actually probably would look good. Oh, that's too long. That and like that. Alright, I feel like I'm liking it. This is actually the other one. Should I add it to it? You know what? I think I will. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna do like I do the loop bow that I make. Sometimes I put like the messy bow on it, and just loop this around like this. All right. I think that'll work. Okay, let's put this up here, and then we're going to tie them. I'm going to do it like this so that the hearts are on each side, because it only had so much of that ribbon. So we're going to go in through this way, and then in through the something this way, and tie them together. Alright, so, you know, I'm going to do like I do with a messy bow and shake it. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, fluffs it up. That's cool. Okie dokie, so let's, I'm trying to rush this because I know it's running long. So we're just going to thread this button and attach everything, and we will be done. And the only thing I do in these is I thread the middle. I don't go around the heart. I just thread the middle and like let the heart do its thing. It's cute that way. Alright, and then I need to put this love sign on here. Like that, I think. You can tell that it says love. Okay, we gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. Battery's gonna die. I knew this was gonna be a long one. This, and then hot glue. So that it tacks in place. So I think out there. Yeah, let's go with that. And then the bow. We have to attach the bow. I think right there is pretty good. I'm going to put a generous amount of glue on here for this. Push that down. Looks like it's pretty much in the middle. I'm looking at the holes here. Okay, and I don't know where I put the thing to hang it. Did I use it? Oh, it's right here. Here it is. So I'm just gonna make a knot in this. So am I gonna hang it like that? I think I'm probably gonna have to make the knot in the front.